Well, we kicked off this crab cake today's special value last night at midnight, and since that time, over 11,000 of these sets have been ordered, already 100 in this show. And most of you are saying, wait a minute, numerous pieces of jumbo lump crab? Yeah, blue crab, sweet crab, beautiful crab cake. In fact, each of these 5-ounce cakes are 78% jumbo lump crab. This is not what I call dental floss crab. You're not going to look through this and wonder where in the world is the crab. No, it's right there. This is from Egg Harbor. It's their top of the line, and this has been frozen one time. Brittany Rostelli, good to see you, friend.
Hello.
Nice to have you here, and lovely to have you as our dinner guest tonight.
Yes.
We are super excited about this today's special value, and these are, I mean, they break down to $12.49 per crab cake.
Yes.
Now, before you say, that sounds expensive to me, think about what you would pay at a white linen tablecloth restaurant when you order crab cakes as your entree. Now, they might bring you two. They won't bring you two 5-ounce. And when they bring it to the table, are you digging through the cake looking for the crab? Or do they have just 2 pieces of jumbo lump crab meat right on top? This has jumbo lump crab meat throughout the entire cake. There's just enough filler here to hold it together. This is 78% crab.
Exactly, exactly. And we really take pride in being able to tell everyone at home the process that it takes to create a crab cake like this, from the ingredients to the source. And like you said, if you're in a white tablecloth restaurant, how much can they really tell you about your crab cake? They can just call it a crab cake, no matter how much crab meat is in it, no matter what type they're using.
Look at all this crab meat.
Yep. The whole crab cake is going to have a generous bite of crab meat in each and every
Oh my gracious,
forkful.
all those lumps in there, sweet and succulent, delicious crab meat. All this crab meat is sourced in the USA. So we're super excited about that too, yes?
Yes, so the crab meat is being, the crabs, excuse me, are being caught from all over, but we have the premium blue crabs in the video that we're showing that I was able to join one of our favorite fishermen, Doug, and we were right there in the Jersey Shore, so the nutrient-dense waters, the cold waters allowed for the harder shell, the sweeter meat, and that really, really succulent flavor that you want from a crab. So I'm not sure if everyone knows this about blue, or I shouldn't say blue crabs, about any crabs in general. Like a center cut filet mignon, there's only so many to go around as far as the jumbo lumps. So every crab only has 2 jumbo lumps. So I want you to think about how many of these crabs had to be picked
Harvested.
through
Yeah.
in order to get the amount of jumbo lump crab meat that we need to create a crab cake that's 5 ounces and 78% crab meat.
78% crab meat. This is an extraordinary thing. Now, these come individually frozen. And we have a choice of ship weeks. Do we have any graphics to support this, or are we just doing it verbally? We do not. Okay. So we're going to ship this immediately in the week of 6/19, or 6/17 rather. And we have auto delivery every 60 days for 1 year. So that means you can keep a good thing coming. I need to remind you that the immediate and also the 6/17 ship weeks will both arrive before 4th of July. So that means you'll have this for your 4th of July celebration if you choose. Lots of ways to prepare these, and we'll talk about it. The remoulade sauce is a companion purchase, so you may want to think about picking up the set of 2 remoulade sauces, and that is a lovely way to either prepare these or cook them, however you choose to. And lots of different ways these can be prepared. You want to run us through?
Yes, so these can actually be prepared from frozen. So you just take the individual package and put it either into your air fryer from frozen or into your oven from frozen. If you wish to pan saute, we've got a little guy going over there. We recommend that you defrost them, and then from there about 5 minutes on each side.
So maybe a little olive oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, whatever, high heat oil, right?
High heat oil.
And you want to put this in until it turns nice and golden brown, right?
Exactly. You want to get that really beautiful crust. We have the individual packaged one here. You can kind of see it's that white color. We definitely want to turn that the golden brown color. I think that just really brings out some of the ingredients that are in the crab cake that are holding it together. The eggs, the mayonnaise, the Dijon mustard, and just a little bit of seasoned breadcrumbs. Again, not even filler, almost just binder. Just to hold everyone
just
together.
Just enough to hold it together. And this is a beautiful crab cake, the only crab cake today's special value we'll do all year.
Yes.
And we're super excited that it can be Egg Harbor because they're the best of the best. And you're talking about something that will last in the freezer for up to a year, is that right?
That's correct.
This is, and I mean, it's not going to last 12 days. Once you pop this inside, and I'll trade places with you here, this is an incredible today's special value. Many of you are picking up your choice of ship week, and you're also choosing auto delivery. Auto delivery just keeps a good thing coming, and that way everybody enjoys something that is fantastic. Please don't wait on these, because remember, you only have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time tonight to order. Brittany, this is your final presentation. We're going to let you go home after this. Well, after we do a few more dinner with David things. But it's important to know that something like this is not going to last and is only available at this price until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. This is extraordinary. Let me hit you with some of the first. Only crab cake today's special value of the year. This is also, you were voted best fish by our Customer Choice Food Awards for 4 years in a row.
Yes.
How you doing? And then immediate ship, 617, and auto deliveries every 60 days for 1 year. These come individually, blast frozen, and ready for you to prepare however you choose. In the oven, in the air fryer, in a skillet on top of the stove. Do you recommend thawing these before any cooking method?
Just pan sauteing.
Just pan sauteing.
Other than that, we recommend that you keep them frozen and pop them in the air fryer or into the oven.
You know, when I make crab cakes for dinner guests and whatnot, sometimes I put a little layer of mayonnaise on top. And then I roast them in the oven.
Little nice golden, extra brown crust.
A little extra crusty goodness. If you want to make a great crab cake sandwich, you want to make a crab cake wrap, you want to serve these with rice and vegetables or couscous or quinoa, whatever you got, this works out really nicely. And if you want to use that sauce on top, that is a separate purchase, but a great companion purchase to go along with these crab cakes. That's the remoulade sauce from Rastelli. We're super excited, or Egg Harbor. We should, it's all one and the same. So this is a remarkable find, and most people are choosing auto delivery tonight because you want to keep a good thing coming, and this is easy to understand why. Now, when you fork through this crab cake, you're going to see right away, oh my goodness, there's jumbo lump crab cake or crab meat throughout this crab cake.
There is. And again, David, we're using the fresh jumbo lump crab meat, so it's incredibly delicate. So when that gets folded in, some of those lumps do come out of tact. So we take it an extra step just to continue on that journey and adding more lumps to your crab cake so that you get both. But as you fork through here, every single generous bite is filled with that sweet jumbo lump crab meat. And then again, just the additional lumps that are added just to make it extra beautiful.
I mean, something like this would be very expensive in a white linen tablecloth restaurant. And if you see in a restaurant, you're going to treat yourself and your loved ones to crab cakes, and you see something called market price, take a notice and leave the restaurant. They're about to take all your money. This is, oh, I dropped them on the floor. Let me try to do it. There's a second bite. Lovely. And you know what? Not fishy.
No, not at all. It just comes from the source of the crab meat, and again, using the fresh crab meat as well. A lot of times you see a crab cake, A, there might be a lot of filler in it. B, they might be using crab meat that has been previously frozen a couple times. And then, you know, what does that do when you go to cook the crab cake itself? It releases a lot of moisture into there. So here you have more of a clean, creamy feel, which is what you should have when you're indulging in a crab cake.
Maybe you're doing crab cake Benedict.
Oh, yes.
Serving this over a poached egg with some hollandaise sauce.
That's exactly what we're doing here.
This is lovely. Do you need a
I do.
clean fork?
There we go. I have one.
Oh, you have one?
Thank you, David.
Okay.
Here we go. But this is, I mean, let's say it's Father's Day and Dad really loves the grill. He doesn't want to give that up at night. Maybe you do something like this in the morning. Beautiful little breakfast. Elevate your crab cake. This is something that can be entertained with. It's individually packaged and blast frozen, so you can just take one out if you need it. A lot of times, Ray and I do that.
Prepare it the way you need to. Maybe you want to top the salmon fillets with this. Delightful.
Exactly. We have that right here. I can.
Do they call that like a salmon Oscar?
Maybe a salmon Oscar, maybe like a crab imperial,
or crab imperial
style dining. You'll see that on a menu a lot. Sometimes you'll see it wrapped with the flounder or the sole.
So you let it thaw a bit, and then you spread it out underneath, over top your crab cake or your salmon fillet.
That is exactly what I do, David. So I take the salmon or the flounder or the sole. And then I just take my crab cake that has been defrosted. And I'm gonna cut this in half. This is a 5-ounce portion. You probably could cut it even into thirds, since your piece of fish is gonna be a generous portion as well. And then I just sort of top it and put it in the oven on 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And you can see we have the beautiful finished version right there.
Right here is it finished out of the oven.
But that is 2 ingredients, a piece of fish and 1 crab cake.
And if you want to put some fresh dill on top, great.
Absolutely.
If you want to put a little mayonnaise on top or some flavored mayonnaise on top, that could be really lovely.
Yes.
Don't miss out on this opportunity. Everybody is looking to make their own special crab cake dish. Maybe you're making sandwiches, maybe you're just making whole cakes, maybe you are going to split them up over other seafood, like we've done here. Delightful. Now, I would probably put a little melted butter on that too.
Just a little brush of melted butter.
Because you can. And everything is better with a little butter. And if it turns into brown butter, all the better. So all this is really phenomenal. Don't miss out on your opportunity. We are busy on our lines. And remember, we're doing this whether with an immediate ship or you can do the June 17th ship week.
Yes.
All will arrive before 4th of July.
Yes.
Now, auto delivery is every 60 days for 1 year, and you may stay in that for as long as you like, up to a year period. And we're going to ship you a new set of crab cakes every 60 days.
Every
I
60
bought it on auto delivery.
I'm sorry?
I bought it on auto delivery.
You bought it on auto delivery, Jane Tracy?
Because my husband's favorite crab cake is this, and this is his
Our
favorite
body
size, and it's never in stock.
So this is your husband's favorite crab cake. It's never in stock.
Favorite size.
Well, and the 5-ounce I don't think we do online, do we?
No,
No.
no, we
No.
don't.
So, favorite size.
There it is. And I know you have a favorite way to make it. You're going to talk about that later, yes?
I will.
Oh, okay. Jane Tracy coming up a little later. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Jane is also going to be bringing us our new value of the day come midnight.
Oh.
So when you see Jane on at midnight, this deal is done.
Okay.
That's why you want to get it now while you can. And you want to serve this crab cake up over maybe some heirloom tomatoes, maybe some buffalo mozzarella and some balsamic glaze.
Exactly.
Delightful.
This crab cake is definitely going to lend itself to all different flavors, vegetables, fruits. It really is mild enough that it can handle something a little extra, but it also is flavorful enough that it can stand really well on its own in like a stuffed mushroom dish like this.
Now, I love this. You take your mushrooms and you clean out the stem, the middle portion. Let me move this out of the way. And then you just take a spoonful of crab and put it inside, yes?
That's it, defrost a crab cake. So stuffed mushrooms have never been so easy to prepare. And you can do this, with a large one if you want to make these for dinner. If you have guests coming over, this is probably one of the most simple hors d'oeuvres that you could prepare. You could brush the top with a little bit of butter if you like, or maybe a little bit of spray, and then put it into the oven and bake these only for about 15 minutes.
I mean, this is such a versatile product. No matter how you choose to serve it, whether you are going to let it defrost and you spoon it into mushroom caps, or think about this in a skillet with a little bit of butter or olive oil or avocado or grapeseed oil, whatever your high heat oil is. And if you're doing butter, let it turn to brown butter. That could be really delicious. And then you top this maybe with a little melted butter, and then you pop it in the oven, yes?
Exactly.
Is that what you have back here?
Of course I do. To have my TV magic ready for you, David.
Perfect. All right.
So here we go.
Here are the mushroom caps.
There's the mushroom caps.
And probably hot as a match.
They are. All right. Where did my tongs go?
I think they're back over here. Let me see if I can look at them.
Okay.
All right. Now, it's important. Here they are.
Thank you.
Important to know that all of this comes together for you in a set of 12 5-ounce jumbo up crab cakes. Now, on QVC.com, you might pay $194 for these. We've got them at $149.98. And if you apply for and open a new Q card today, it could be under $130 for this today's special value, once you take off the extra added bonus money. This is something that just keeps on giving in such a big and important way. Don't miss out on this. If you're doing a mixed grill, maybe you're doing a lobster tail, maybe you're doing crab cake if you are lucky. All this comes together really nicely for you, and something like this is so versatile and so easy. Let's move your remoulade sauce out of the way. And what do you have here?
So here we have our crab dip. You're actually going to be